Hey Leo, how are you doing? This reading is for Leo for the week of September the 8th to the 14th. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Also a shout out and a thank you for all the ways that you like, share, and subscribe. I couldn't do these readings without all your wonderful support, so thank you so much. I'm so truly grateful. What is going on for the fabulous and most magical Leos? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. What's coming towards you, the Knight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. What you are focused on is the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And your blocked and challenged position is the Ace of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And your outcome is the Three of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Okay, Leo, let's clarify this and find out what is going on. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is emotionally detaching or purging, walking away from what no longer served your highest good and actually taking some kind of adventure. And that's in pursuit of that ninth cup, which is joy, pleasure, fun, happiness, or something you're wishing or hoping for. There could also be a socialization or a party or a get together. And that also could be even in your focus. Because this is about intensity, the need for speed, or I need to rush. I'm in a hurry. Present time, you have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is kind, caring, devoted, hardworking, loyal. It is also nurturing oneself. Or there is an element of you creating some kind of abundance and prosperity. That is also about boundaries, placing healthy boundaries, getting out in nature, or remothering yourself. I'm also getting somebody like kind and gentle. This person can also be some kind of builder. I'm also getting something about your work. Like this is your work ethic. You're solid, you're stable, you're hardworking, you're goal-driven. What is this Queen of Pentacles? It also speaks of commitment. Some kind of intense commitment or the need for speed. And the World. Major Arcana for the fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy. And the World card can signify completion and closure. I'm also getting something about tying up loose ends where loose ends need to be tied up. And there could be some kind of time sensitivity to this tying up these loose ends. I'm also getting something about travel, relocation, and or move. And there is something about birthing something new. So this could be like birthing a new project or releasing and letting go of one work situation or one client. Because the Knight of Cups of what's coming towards you is somebody very charming, good looking, wants to take you on a date, sweep you off your feet. It is also about creativity, passion, something about showing off your talent in art. So what is this Knight of Cups? Knight of Cups can also be somebody who is a little bit in dream world or fantasy world. But I'm getting something about a social invitation, a party. What is this Knight of Cups? And the Page of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And the Page of Wands is a new beginning, new opportunity, new possibility. It is also news and communication. So this could definitely be a fun friend who is like, hey, do you want to go and check out this place? Or there is something about a time sensitivity on closing out some kind of cycle. Now, it could be something to do with some kind of partnership or commitment that you were in. And this has been full cycle, full circle, and freedom. Off to the next exciting journey. But I'm also getting something about communication coming in out of left field. And so there is a hasty kind of pushing or forcing something to happen. So if you're trying to push or force something to happen, just know that it will definitely backfire. But if somebody's coming in and trying to push or force you to do something, it will definitely backfire on this person. Page of Wands is also the frisky kitty. It means that you're limitless with adjacent doors available to you, 8 billion people on the planet today. Limitless when it comes to job and relocation and moving. So there could also be some kind of time sensitivity on like, oh, I have this great opportunity, but then I have to change lanes or relocate and move. But, you know, it up-levels your finances. Page of Wands is also an element of passion, attraction, creativity, desire. So you could also be an element of desiring another person. There might be intense chemistry or an intense focus. What is this need for speed or rushing? So if you do rush or force or push something, you might have to go back and redo it, because Knight of Swords easily drops the ball and misses things because of the fastness, the swiftness. And the Star. Wow, that's such beautiful energy. Something you're hoping for, wishing of, and wanting. But the Star is also about the vulnerability of you to step out into the spotlight. It is also hope, faith, renewal, optimism, your guided light, shining like the bright star that you are. I'm also getting something about marathon. So it's a marathon, not a sprint. And this is also a beautiful healing element. It means 1 foot in water, 1 foot in land. But you look absolutely glam. I'm getting something about glamorous. What that song is by Fergie. Yeah. But as you can see, there is a couple people that you are dealing with. These could be younger children. That can also be your brother and sister. I'm also getting something about where you're traveling. This person might have a lot. And 3 of Cups is like socialization, letting loose, having fun, listening to good music, and being in good company. Or there is something that you've been hoping for, wishing of, and wanting. You're going to get this good news. Page of Wands also is about having a great idea. Like somebody has a great idea, but still it needs to have a little bit more effort put into it, or finish what you have started. So whatever you're finishing, or whatever you have started, you're gonna finish. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is about getting a second opinion or great advice. It is also about clarity and truth. I'm open and receptive to conversation, but I'm not putting up with a lot of garbage or BS. This can also be somebody who is single, widowed, a divorcee, somebody who could be a little bit harsh in communication, or it can also be somebody who is heavily judgmental. In the blocked and challenged position is the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups in the upright is tranquility, peace, harmony, and unconditional love. But when I get the Ace of Cups in the blocked and challenged position, I get unrequited love. So there is something that is not mutual here. So you're not on the same wavelength or page as another person. So let's just say that you are the Queen of Pentacles, and somebody is like wishing and hoping that they're trying to force something to happen. It's definitely going to backfire on this person, because I feel like you have a little bit more solidness or groundedness, but that can also be like karmic cycle complete with a business partner, karmic cycle complete with, where you work. But then you have some kind of news through communication or friends or family. What is this Ace of Cups? Ace of Cups is also something about your heart. So having unconditional love for self and putting yourself first is not selfish, it's selfless and necessary. And maybe you've been putting people before yourself a lot, but now this is a time for you to remother yourself. As you can see, there's Mother Gaia on here, which is getting out in nature, meal prepping. But there's something about focusing on abundance and prosperity, of being more grateful. So being grateful for the things that you have. And then when you're grateful for the things you have, more and more starts to come. What is this Ace of Cups in the blocked and challenged position? And the Four of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And the Four of Swords in the upright is rest, recovery, and rejuvenation. I'm also getting something about recovery, something about financial recovery, but I'm also getting something about like a marathon. So like running here, running there, running everywhere. there's a need for you to stop and take some rest. So 1 or 2 days off, and it almost feels like you feel guilty for taking some downtime to yourself because you've been on this, I don't know, sprint, the need for speed. But there is an element of somebody around you who is quite lazy or not interested. See how you rest in peace? Like, I rest this in peace. I know where I stand with this individual. But the 3 of Cups in your outcome is socialization or good news worth celebrating. This can also be a friend has good news to share with you, or you have good news to share with friends and family. And the Page of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And, you know, the Page of Swords is inquiring, being inquisitive, asking a lot of questions. You could also have a friend who is probing you. I'm also getting interrogation, like this person talks a big story, or there is something about a blabbermouth in your social circle. So somebody also could be talking a big story, but their words and actions don't reflect on what they're doing. So watch their actions, don't watch their words. But I'm also getting something about, you know, jealousy, envy. This person also says things. This is like saying something without thinking. So that also could be an element of you. Knight of Swords says things blunt and pushy and forceful and jumps to conclusion. Maybe that this is a time for you to reflect on that. But I'm also getting something about friends being really important to you right now. So friends and friends circle, that also could be something about you putting out your feelers, resume. Or if it has something to do with like getting into a new apartment or a new home, this is also going to be through socialization. But I'm also getting gossip, like third-party gossip. Okay, so what is this Queen of Pentacles and the World? That can also be something about father. So closing or wrapping up a cycle with a commitment with a father. And the 6 of Swords. Yeah, you'd like to move on from this commitment connection. And it does feel like it was quite fertile, or there's some kind of like let go, getting out of choppy waters into more smoother sailings, the light at the end of the tunnel. But I'm also getting something about travel, relocation and or move. But there's something about succeeding and being victorious. And that's about you opening up your mind. It means like expanding your awareness, expanding your vision. That's also the expansion of prosperity, abundance. So something quite fertile. So fertility is good when things are growing, but when things are dying, yeah, like look how you're like, no, I'm not interested in that anymore. So right here, there's something about baggage or closure with a father. And that could be, maybe you work with family, but I'm also getting something about travel to go see your father. What is this Knight of Cups and Page of Wands? You could have children here. And the 2 of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And, you know, the 2 of Swords is being stuck in a crossroad. Should I go left? Should I go right? But I'm also getting something about that project. So some kind of project, creative project that you have started, you need to finish this. 2 of Swords is also indecisiveness. So one's a truth and one is an illusion. It is also my two-faced friend, my two-faced boss, my two-faced lover. Page of Wands can also be somebody who's very flirtatious, but at the same time, more effort is required to get this off the ground. So it's very novice and naive. So here, that can also be you. I would slow down and find out more information, because somebody here is a little bit one-sided or back and forth. Yeah, Temperance. Temperance is about being patient. This is also divine timing. Somebody here is trying to like push or force divine timing. But I'm also getting an element that you're protected on your journey. So whatever you want to do, you can do. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, ground your energy. So with that Two of Swords, and in here, a little stalker, this could also be something to do with stocks, bonds, whatever, like currency. Something about the exchange in currency. And that could be with friends and families and, you know, because this is like avoiding of a situation or not making a decision. So this can also be something that is bunged up and you're getting ants in your pants. Like, I need to handle this now. I need to fix it now. What is this Knight of Swords and Star? And the Five of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay, well, the Five of Swords, nobody wins in the Five of Swords. So if somebody's trying to like bait or hook you back into some kind of fight or argument, don't take the bait. Don't lower your standards to meet another person's needs. Five of Swords is also cut your losses. Lose a battle, and at the end of the day, you will win the war. Because the 5 goes to the 6. Five of Swords is not a fun card because nobody wins in the Five of Swords. So there also could be something about belittling, backstabbing, betrayal. And I'm also getting something about blunt force communication. Like it's harsh words being said behind your back. And this person doesn't consider another person's feelings. They just want to be right. They don't care how they win. So your element is like, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? King of Cups. King of Cups is big love. It is also big heart. Somebody who wears their heart on their sleeve. But I'm also getting something about travel again. It is also about pay attention to your intuition. What is your gut feeling trying to tell you? Because in the blocked and challenged position is unrequited love. Or something about needing to get back into your heart chakra. And maybe you have been betrayed in the past or lied to, belittled. And so you don't know who you can trust. But I'm also getting like an element of somebody in a relationship was very lazy or, you know, it just got to a point where there's more healing to be done on either your end or another person's. This King of Cups going back, it's somebody who is emotionally intelligent. It means this person is able to respond, but they don't overreact emotionally. This is a real emotional reaction. Whether it's somebody who triggers you easily or it's somebody who you want to get out of some kind of situation with. Like this could be like a karmic or like a father. So like if this is a marriage, like getting out of some kind of separation and moving on, packing your bags, moving forward. But I'm also getting something about there needs to be healing around these harsh feelings that you have or a grudge that you hold. It doesn't poison this person, it poisons you. So what is this Ace of Cups and Four of Swords? You could be dealing with a Libra or water sign. And the Three of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And you know, the Three of Wands in the upright is about you having foresight, you having a vision. It is also a need for you to get out of your comfort zone. So where you are in life is great, but this is also about everything you want, dream of, and desire is in the unfamiliar territories. It means you've never done it before, you've never tried it before. Same thing with the Page of Wands. Like Page of Wands, it's like is a blockage because it's like, how do I get this started? Well, you just have to either, you know, be more disciplined instead of like trying to like push or force or like, oh, I got to force myself to do this, and have fun with it, more fun. But Three of Wands is somebody who has a high expectation on how you should think, act, and approach a situation. So it almost feels like this person has a high expectation, like you need to do this, or I'm going to get angry with you. And it's not a fun energy, to be honest. Three of Wands is also Aries energy. And then you have Libra energy here. So there's something about the we project versus like the me project. Because this is like, what is me, myself, and I going to do about this situation? So making peace with somebody at a distance. I'm also getting something about surfs up or serve. Somebody's getting served. And when I mean that, it could be in any element, like reaping what they have sown. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is, you know, your end all be all, your big old house, your white picket fence, but it also could be something about legacy, luxury, inheritance, insurance payout, retirement. But as you can see, there's two people here. There's somebody in the background. Who is this person in the background that needs to bud out? Because I'm feeling it's like this person. Somebody who could be quite triggered by your new connection or your, you know, getting a new position. What is this? Three of Cups and Page of Swords. There also could be some kind of conversation that comes up through a child. So your child telling you something. And the Queen of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And you know, the Queen of Cups is kind, caring, devoted, hardworking, loyal. Three Cups, Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy, which is mother. So this person could be a young mother, or there's something about you had to grow up quickly. Yeah, because there's something about this 10 of Swords, and somebody's like, I didn't do it, but they did. So there also could be something about like a dead end or an impasse. You don't want to pass up this offer, or somebody passed you up. But I'm not getting that. I'm getting more of like, there's a bottle here, some kind of secret information in this bottle. You know, Queen of Cups can also get a bad rep for a people pleaser mentality. It means making everyone around you happy. And at the end of the day, you feel a little bit depleted and empty. So make sure that you're always being very picky and choosy of who you give your cup of love away to. Also pay attention to your intuition, because Page of Swords can also be telling you information, but it's not the full information. So therefore, you might be jumping to conclusions and triggered by another situation. So make sure that you don't burn a bridge in the meantime. Like, find out more information. Queen of Cups can also be something, because socialization, something about booze. This person could also, something about mother. Someone becoming a mother, or remothering yourself. And again, putting yourself on the pedestal. I would take like 4 or 5 days off and possibly just do nothing. And that might even trigger you as well. Because you're so used to doing things, handling things, getting things done. What is this? Money cards for Leo. Sweet success. It is not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. Getting what you want. So there's good news here on some kind of contract where you're closing out this commitment, this cycle. Surprise. An unexpected turn can bring positive changes. Be ready for change. So that's why I was saying something here is time sensitive. And so there is some kind of risk that you might be taking, and you're wishing and hoping. But the Star card is also through friendships. I'm also getting something about being rebellious, like going against the grain, going against gossipers or naysayers or people who are trying to block this opportunity for you. It's like, be ready for change. Expect the unexpected. This can also be a shift in your focus, a shift in your mind. Wellness. I love that card. Ensure your body is nurtured. Join a gym and regain strength. Live a healthier lifestyle. And see how this person's riding a bike. So you could be taking like spin class or joining some kind of like I know there's a bunch of like bike trails. So something about biking, but also hitting the gym, like regaining that confidence, regaining that strength. And somebody doesn't like it. Somebody feels triggered by it. Caution. And that's what I was saying. I was like, find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. So right now, it's not pedal to the metal. Because when temperance comes in, it means do things within balance and moderation. Don't rush yourself or overexert yourself right now. It's not going to benefit you. Caution, find out more information. That's why I was saying, I was like, you know, bits and pieces of some kind of story, but you need to get like all of the story. Pets. And it says surprise, an unexpected turn can bring positive changes. Be ready for change. And then it says pets, getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. And fur babies are great companions. They're also very loyal and therapeutic. And wellness. And then it says pregnancy. Someone is expecting right here. So 3 cups, there also could be somebody in your friend circle. Maybe this is your sister having a baby. But it is somebody here who's telling you. Intuition. The red flags you ignore will come back to bite you later. There's something about closing out this cycle here. Like this is a karmic, like unrequited love with another person. And that could be a work situation. It could be your actual father. Something about commitment, but fertility. Bo, you are highly thought of. Well, yeah, you are in the star. It's like shine brightly like the star that you are, but there's something you're wishing for, hoping for, dreaming of. Vase vase, secret admirer. Yeah, somebody here could be watching, you know, right here. Also, somebody you're not talking to, because that's about passion and attraction. Could be a Pisces, a Libra, an Aries. Scales, keep your life in balance. So just going back to the pushing or forcing or like exhausting yourself, it's not going to be helpful. So keep your life in balance. And money path, a path with money is waiting for you to find. It feels like it's through networking, through socializing with friends. I'm also getting somebody deems you as a friend, but this turns into something romantic. And hand, in need of help, assistance, and or guidance. So if that's you, you don't have to do everything alone. You have help, you have support. So don't brush people off. And wind chimes, peace and harmony. Wishbone, a wish is granted. Well, that's a beautiful reading. I'm liking this for you. There's some kind of like surprising good news. And like I said, it could be a friend. This could be you having great news. There could be something about financial abundance increasing, or there's something about letting go of some kind of contract here. And you've been hoping for, wishing of, and dreaming of this. And there's some kind of like risk, but the risk might pay off. I'm also getting something about get out of your comfort zone. Everything you want, dream of, and desire is doing something that you've never done before. And that could be taking biking class or, you know, getting a new fur baby. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe. And Leo, if you want to book private reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.